And she is a great colleague of mine, and her speech will be on vibrational intersections of consciousness. Now, before I forget to mention, Dr. Sanders is also a musician and a singer with a beautiful voice. And so this topic rings true, and she is the second musician after the Baars and after spoke today. So, yeah, the stage is all yours.
All right. Thank you, Simon. And it's great to be here. It's good to see everyone and this beautiful cultural center. Thank you, and thank you for inviting me. Yes. Differences in structural understanding, fractions, for example, in mathematical understandings. But it turns out that form and analysis of structure in general really made a difference in these children's cognitive levels. So, again, I have focused on But music learning can yield effects well beyond cognition and proportional understandings, even though that's strong. In doing interviews, I did research in a poverty-stricken area in New Jersey, and years ago with Columbia University Center for Arts Education Research. And the interviews with the children afterwards were so inspiring. We did track the cognitive levels, their language learning and their mathematical learning, and we tracked it. It was statistically significant. And we compared it to the entire state of New Jersey. And after each year, they continued to improve. We started them young, around 5, 6, 7, as I did with my doctoral work. But what touched me the most is when I interviewed them and found that other aspects of their lives were enhanced, such as relationships with family members who also played music, or a little girl who was shy speaking in front of class. After she had experience playing music in front of people, she was no longer shy. Or a little guy just simply said it makes you feel good. And another one who didn't feel confident in his school abilities found that something that he was good at, and he started to like school. So there were all of these additional effects from musical learning that really inspire me, and I'm looking at that further in my future research. So if music's so great, should everybody learn an instrument? I mean, do we all need to play? Should we all consider it? Not a bad idea, but we already all know one. Now, some of you might be thinking of what that might be. Ah, indeed. We are all musical beings, and we do all have a voice. And that's an instrument. Forget that's an instrument. So we all play it. We play it from the beginning. Even before we used our voice, we heard too. We have our ears. We hear the beat of our mother's heart and the melody of our mother's voice before 5 months of age within the womb. So no wonder we're attracted to rhythm. No wonder we enjoy melody and that sound of the mother's voice, especially after infancy, toddler age, the preference for the mother's voice. How natural. So we're hearing music producers in the womb, but my goodness, as soon as we're coming out of that womb, we use that voice, We express ourselves by a voice. It's very cathartic. So everyone can use their voice and does use their voice from day one. Everyone doesn't have to be an opera singer to use their voice. We can sing or we can chant mantras. So I want to move to that. It's about consciousness. And there's so much research that I am getting more and more interested in. And I'm really happy to be invited here because it is an area of consciousness levels in ways beyond music as well are fascinating to me. And what I found is that it's a new area of research, meditation and mantra practice, for example. So I focused on mantra practice as it uses the voice. And I'll mention a systematic review that narrowed down from actually over 2,000 studies that relatively recent. So it's this exciting new field. But they narrowed it down to 37 of the most well-done pieces of research in mantra practice. And they found that the consistency across all of these studies was that there was a trend toward well-being in in multiple areas. And I'll go over some of them now. But before that, I just want to mention sound wave frequencies such as alpha, beta, delta, gamma, theta can be induced in the brain and can adjust consciousness. So sound, any vibration, affects our frequencies in our brain. So for example, chanting activates the alpha waves, or a popular frequency that we talk about and hear about. And what is special about that is that we are calm. It's a state of calmness yet alertness. So that balance is a very positive state of being, state of consciousness, a desired state of consciousness, one could say. And chanting is something that can encourage this and improve this. An additional one can also go into a theta area, deeper relaxation. So there's many benefits, and this is some of the more hard data we have on why. I always like to ask why as a researcher. So from studies even beyond these 37 studies that were systematically reviewed by Lynch et al. There also were a number of others I looked at. So some of the examples here are enhancement of alertness, attention, creativity, memory, and then also, on the other hand, the reduction of anxiety, anger, depression, and mood swings. So I thought that it wouldn't be just me making sound. This is something everybody can do if you want to join along. So I wanted everybody here to have a vibrational experience in space and time. And let's try my favorite. There's many wonderful mantras out there. My favorite one is Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. I say it every day. So chanting is, we all speak, and speaking can be very cathartic. Even learning to fully speak has been shown to enhance one's well-being. And then singing is another spectrum, but chanting is intoning. It's somewhere in between there. So let's say it once, we'll speak it once, and then let's intone it once, and then we'll just say it 3 times together, whoever wants to join in. So just saying it, it's Nam, Myoho, Renge, Kyo. Great. Now intoning Nam, Myoho, Renge, Kyo. Beautiful. Now together 3 times. Nam, Myoho, Renge, Kyo. Beautiful, bellissimo. Thank you, Jacqueline. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Dr. Edel Sanders.